From the Stratus Arena at the Rotman Center on the campus of Fairleigh Dickinson University in Hackensack, New Jersey, WCTV is proud to present the championship game of the 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry the Fury along with John Francola as we do our 22nd championship game of the Jamboree. Doesn't seem like we're doing that many, but 22 years, John. And tonight we have another great one where the second-seeded Don Bosco Ironmen are facing the fourth-seeded St. Joseph Green Knights. Both teams are loaded with tremendous talent and great athletes.
You know, Larry, we should really show how they got here. The Ironmen are 24-2 right now. Only the two losses, one against Bergen Catholic and the other one's against Ramsey. And they opened up and beat Cliffside Park 55-37. They beat Paramus Catholic 46-38. And last week in that fantastic semifinals, the score was 67-57. But at one point it was 19-2 in favor of Don Bosco. So they're seeded number 2 and should be the favorite of this game.
Well, they do have two great guards, Bosco. They have Paul and Anderson, who are outstanding guards, can take over a game. Anderson just does everything he has to do to win a game with assists, rebounds. If he has to shoot and score like we saw last week, he can do it. They're outstanding guards that put a lot of pressure on opponent defenses.
And they have Omar Mustafa, who had a bad night. Made a 3-point at the beginning and a 2-point at the end of the game. This young man can light it up. You don't play defense on him, he can put 6-7 threes in very quickly.
Yeah, now we go to St. Joe's, and they have been playing excellent basketball all year. They really didn't have any bumps in the road, and they too have two outstanding guards, Nate Garvey and Chauncey Hawkins. Garvey is just a pure basketball player. Remember one play last week, he came across the key, he went in the air, he looked like he stood there for an eternity and made the 15-foot shot and buried it. Just an outstanding basketball player. Hawkins can break down any defense. Another two great defensive players and also offensive players for St. Joe's.
And of course they have three big guys that you'll see play, which I'm very impressed, with Hippolyte, with Roddy and Griffin. So those three will be facing another big man for Don Bosco, Marcellus Earlington, a sophomore. Last week had 15 points and a lot of rebounds inside.
Like great games here, you have wars and battles are fought in between these wars. Tonight we're going to have fights between the guards and the forwards are fighting, and whoever wins those battles between these individuals will ultimately win the 60th championship of the Jamboree. Here's how we got here. Don Bosco, Paramus Catholic, they beat Paramus Catholic, and Ramapo was playing Pascack Hills, and you see how it breaks down here. Bosco knocked Teaneck, Pascack Hills, St. Joe's, and we have Teaneck here, and at the end it comes down to St. Joe's and Don Bosco.
Yeah, we can mention the teams. When St. Joe's first game out, they beat Pascack Valley, Al Coleman, who went to St. Joe's and coached with Coach Doherty. Then they beat Bergen Catholic 60-45, last year's champ. And finally it was Pascack Hills. That was a game of all games, 51-43, which Pascack Hills was in the game at the end. And in that game, Larry, St. Joe's made 12 foul shots in the last quarter. 12 for 12.
It is going to be a great, exciting game as we've become accustomed to here at the Jamboree, being brought to you by WCTV. Prior to the game, the committee, the Jamboree committee, which is Paul Pugliese, Ed Crowmer, John Ryan, Rookie Corcoran, Chris Annabelle, and Tom Curry's the BCCA liaison. They are going to honor with the Bolliman Award, a very prestigious award here for the Jamboree. They're going to honor Kevin DeVario, who will be coaching Don Bosco Prep in this final. And you and I had a chance to talk to him for a few minutes, and there is the committee as they're standing on the side discussing various parts of this Jamboree. That's Rookie Corcoran to the right, Paul Pugliese looking straight at us, Leon Steinberg, and I believe that's John Ryan with his back to us. They're going to honor Kevin DeVario, and he's going to receive the Bolliman Award. We'll talk more about that when that comes up, but that's the first thing we're going to do. Introduction of players, and then we start this outstanding game. John, you come into a game and you have an idea one team has an upper hand. Tonight, whoever woke up on the right side of the bed this morning is going to walk away with this championship.
Absolutely, because both of these teams play against tough schedule every game in and every game out. So whichever team comes out and plays their A game will win this game.
And both teams are know the
capable of it.
Jamboree, and they've been here, and they've gotten deep into the tournament. We'll be back with the festivities, the Ballon Award, the national anthem, and the starting lineup in just a moment. Well, we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Stratus Arena. The Bergen County Jamboree Committee will make the announcement that Kevin DeVario, the head coach of Don Bosco, will receive the 2016 Howard H. Bolliman Senior Memorial Award. We're listening to Joe Hausman.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our introductions this evening, I would like to present to you our co-chairman here of the Jamboree Committee, Mr. Paul.
There he is, Paul, please. According to the program, Paul will do the announcement.
Yep.
Here he goes.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome everybody to the 60th edition of the Oscar M. Conley Memorial Jamboree. Before we begin tonight, I'd like to thank a few people that worked real hard to get us to this point. I'd like to thank the BCCA, our liaison, Tom Curry, for their support. I have the best committee in the world. These guys work tirelessly all season to scout all the teams in the county, to see every team in the county before we do our season. Our committee, Leon Steinberg, John Ryan, Rookie Parker, Chris Annabelle, and my co-chairman, Eddie Crowder. Thank you very much for that. I also like to thank our crew here, our ticket people, Terry, Billy, the voice of Jamboree, Joe Hausman, Peter DeFranco, who does a great job for us with the officials. And I specifically would like to thank FDU for coming back. We got back with them this year. We have been away for a few years. They have been extremely hospitable, providing us this wonderful place to play. For the past 44 years, before the final game, the BCCA and Jamboree has awarded the Bolliman, the Howard Bolliman Award. Howard Bolliman was a great athlete, educator, and coach at Hackensack High School, was one of the people responsible for starting the Jamboree. The Bolliman Award is given in honor of outstanding contribution to Bergen County basketball. This year's recipient is in his 22nd year as a head coach. He has well over 400 wins, 12 league titles, 5 state sectionals. With his team, he's gotten to this game. In 22 years, he got to this game 11 times, and he's won 6. More than 30 of his players in 22 years have gone on to play at the next level. Extremely well deserved this year, the 2016 Howard Bolliman Award winner from Don Bosco Prep, Kevin DeVario. Thank you, everybody. Fellas, have a good game.
Well, Kevin DeVario wins or gets the awards for the Howard Bolliman. We'll read some of his bio as the game goes on. We don't want to get caught with the national anthem or the announcement.
I have the pleasure of introducing you to the entire rosters for both games. Beginning with the non-starters, and beginning with the Green Knights of St. Joseph Original High School.
Going to do the announcing of the teams, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Number 5, Zach Almonte. Number 5.
Number 21, Matthew Elazar. Number 21. For the Grey Knights, number 15, Tristan Lestia. Number 15. For St. Joseph Regional High School, number 14, Alex Luckman. Number 14. For the Grey Knights at St. Joseph Regional High School, number 2, Amin Abamichael, number 2. Number 0 for the Grey Knights, Stephen Goodwin, number 0. For St. Joseph Regional, number 11, Steve Foster, number 11. For St. Joe's, number 20, Anthony Diapolito, number 20. Number 25 for St. Joe's, Isaiah Charles, number 25. Number 10 for the Grey Knights, Tyler Pinkowski. For the Grey Knights of St. Joe's, number 12, Dorian Harney, number 12. And number 3 for the Grey Knights, J.T. Giles Harris, number 3. And your starting lineup for the Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep High School. Non-start. Number 25, Victor Tanaka, number 25. For the Ironman of Don Bosco, number 50, Jalen Mills, number 15. Number 14 for the Ironman, Matt Areste, number 14. For the Ironman of Don Bosco Prep High School, number 13, Stephen Notes, number 13. Starting at center this evening for St. Joe's, a 6-foot, 7-inch senior, number 22, at the guard position for the Ironman this evening, a 6-foot, 5-inch junior, number 1, Chris Paul. At the forward position for the Green Knights, a 6-foot, 4-inch junior, number 24, Joe Lindy, number 24. Starting at guard for Don Bosco, a 6-foot, 2-inch senior, number 30, Omar Mustafa. And starting at guard for the Green Knights of St. Joe's, a 6-foot, 3-inch senior, number 1, Nick Garland, number 1.
Well, that's it. We had the announcement of the starting lineups by the voice of the Jamboree, Joe Hausman. Now we're going to have the national anthem sung by Gavin Paul, who was a finalist in The Voice.
Jermaine,
And you
Jermaine,
and your wife saw the show.
on TV.
Can you please rise? Before our game this evening, once again we would like to have a moment of silence for the late, beloved Mickey Corcoran, who recently passed at the age of 93. Since the Jamboree started in 1951, Mickey was our guiding light. He was a teacher, a coach, a mentor, who was a positive influence and a role model to so many of us. Mickey will be sorely missed. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again this evening, we are honored to have Mr. Jermaine Paul. He is the winner of the second season of The Voice, and he is a 2-time Grammy winner. Mr. Paul, honor America with the play of our singing the national anthem.
At the
national anthem.
Look at-
The teams have been announced. The Bolliman Award has been presented. The fans have been filing in. We did our pregame, and all is left now is to throw the ball in the air and start the game.
What a rendition by Jermaine
Jermaine
Paul.
Paul.
Oh my God, what a beautiful voice.
Oh.
I think he may be one of the best we've ever heard here in our 22 final game.
And this is WCTV's 22nd final game that we have called here at the Jamboree. They've had 60 games, and we've done 22 championships. They haven't learned yet.
We've been getting away for 22 years.
Let's keep trying. It's a great place to come to. Paul against Griffin. Comes to Bagan. Hands to Anderson. We have Paul, Anderson, Dorme, Mustafa, and Bagan for Don Bosco. Garvey, Hawkins, Griffin, Hippolyte, and Roddy for St. Joe's. Dorme working. Pitches it out. Paul for three. Bangs around. No good. And off Roddy. So the ball fell off Joe's hands. Will go over to Don Bosco.
St. Joe's is playing a man-to-man, which I expected.
Paul looking. Dorme has Mustafa, who was quiet last week in the semifinal game, scored the first 3 points for Don Bosco and the last 2.
But he can play and shoot.
He can shoot.
One of the better ones in the county.
There goes Anderson. Back out to Mustafa.
I love a man-to-man.
Knocked
what a
away by
defense.
Roddy. You know, John, he plays very, very well defensively, and also he deadly from the outside if you leave him alone.
Great shooter.
So Roddy, big block. Mustafa will throw it in. Paul driving, puts it up and lays it in. Nice left hand layup.
That was Anderson on the basket.
So that was Brent Sanderson. Hawkins now brings it up. Looks like Bosco's in his zone, John.
Yeah, I would say they would start that way unless they start hitting from outside. Looks like a 1-2-2. This is a Syracuse type defense.
Garvey with a long shot, taken down, put up nicely. That looks like Griffin was inside.
Great rebound underneath and a basket.
Griffin used some of that weight.
6'7".
Anderson, no good.
And that Ratty with the rebound there. That's 2 for him.
Hawkins brings it up. Garvey with a great shooter from the outside. And hits from the outside for 3.
Not 1, but 2, but 3.
5-2 now, St. Joe's. Megan Anderson.
That's a great matchup right there.
That was almost like a give and go. Dorme puts it up, no good. Out from under it comes Hawkins. Hawkins.
You gotta make sure you gotta go forward.
Hawkins looking inside, no one there. Back out to Roddy. Hawkins wants it from the outside. No good. Roddy with the big rebound.
That's 3
Back out
rebounds
for
for
Garvey.
Roddy.
He's wide open and he hits. He's not going to miss it, John, from out there.
A 3-pointer.
7-2 now as Garvey bangs one in. Roddy's made his Joe Roddy's made his presence felt, and we said from the beginning he's an outstanding player.
3 rebounds already.
Dorme shoots, and Manly Dorme hits from the side, and we have a timeout on the court. 7-4 with 4:51 to play. Give me a chance now to talk a little bit about the Bolliman Award recipient, Kevin DeVario. This year's recipient, Kevin DeVario, coached the Don Bosco Lions for the past 22 years. Kevin has piloted the Ironman, and during his tenure, they have reached the Jamboree finals 10 times, winning 6 titles. His 52 Jamboree wins out of 67 tournament games is second on the all-time list to Chris Downfield, who has 57 and 23. Today, Kevin's teams are 420 and 125 with 12 league championships, 5 state sectional championships appearances. During his tenure, over 30 players have gone on to play basketball on the collegiate level. Kevin is a graduate, Don Bosco Prep. He attended Drew University in 1990. He was a captain of the basketball team his senior season and is the all-time assist leader, holding 3 of the school's 5 single-season assist totals. Kevin DeVario.
Great job for a great young man.
22 years. You can't believe 22 years.
78% winning.
Garvey with a long shot. Anderson with the rebound. Quickly up to Mustafa. Back out to Anderson. Brandon holds it. Anderson goes across. Tries to get inside. Throws it up and draws a foul. Michael Doherty is the head coach of St. Joe's.
So we had Garvey on the foul.
Yeah,
you know, one of the matchups that's going to be critical is Mustafa and Roddy. So you got a guard with the forward. So you know he's got good feet, Mr. Roddy.
I liked him from late. I saw him as a junior.
Oh.
Bagan shuffled that foot.
Not to Buffalo, though, to Rothman Center.
Nice crowd today, John. Looks like it's just about
Oh, it's full.
almost, yeah, just about a full house.
It's one where you can sit comfortably, like we are.
Can't get much more comfortable than this.
Well, I could have a nice pillow underneath. My little bony.
Roddy from the outside. No good. Paul with the rebound. Chris brings it up.
He's missed 2 outside shots. Roddy.
Paul, what a running jump. And a foul, and they're going to call a foul on. Basket's good. Hippolyte picked up the foul. These teams got to know each other, John, inside and out.
They've played 2 games before that.
And they may playing tonight for the
Both won
county
by
championship.
Don Bosco.
And they may face themselves again, may face each other in the States.
I think Don Bosco is ranked 2. And St. Joe's is, I believe, 4.
Gourmet with the steal. Anderson wide open for 3. And he hits. I tell you what, John, these players on this court today, you can't give them a foot. Give them any.
And that was
look.
an inch.
They'll bang the 3-pointer.
So just like that, their first lead, 9-7.
9-7, Bosco's leading now. They trailed 7-2. Hippolyte, Paul watching him. Hippolyte. Paul did a nice job. Paul did a great job. Hippolyte did a better one on that one. We are all tied at 9. Anderson brings it up. Mustafa. Dorme puts it back up, no good. Bagan banging it around. Hawkins has. He's in the front court. Stops, looks, shoots, and hits. Classic play, John, when you come down quick, stop, and shoot.
Outstanding shot.
11-9 now at St. Joe's.
He's probably the quickest guard out there.
Inside block by Griffin. Garvey all the way down. Turns around, stakes back, shoots. No good. Roddy tries to get the rebound. Taken away by Paul. Paul. Mustafa. Mustafa backs it up with 1:40 to go in the quarter. St. Joe's leads 11-9. This is the championship of the Jamboree here at the Stratus Arena on the campus of Fairleigh Dickinson University in Hackensack, New Jersey.
It look like they're taking a little clock off. Maybe the last shot. They're up by 2. They want a good shot.
Anderson puts it up and in. So he does whatever is necessary to win a game. He'll score if he has to.
7 points already in the first quarter.
There you go. He has 7 of their 11, of Bosco's 11.
I feel like I'm in Atlantic City, 7 for 11.
Griffin back outside. Garvey wide open. Rims the basket. Paul with the rebound. Paul slows down. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter.
We expected that.
Pagan.
What great defense on both sides.
Mustafa. Paul, going to be short. And out of bounds. With 26 seconds, it's 11-11. Hardy comes in for St. Joe's.
Well, you got 11-11 on the scores. We're picking a couple of the players coming in. You got Harper and
Harper's in number 24 for Don Bosco.
they're both trying to keep good, nice, rested legs.
Yeah, Harris is in.
Count it. Ooh.
Good.
That's a
Hawkins hits the 3. And with 1 second to go, good if it goes. Hits the rim, bounds off. So we have played 1 quarter here at the Stratus Arena in Fairleigh Dickinson University. St. Joe's leads Don Bosco Prep 14-11. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. The Bergen County Coach Association and the Jamboree Committee would like to thank the following organizations for their support of this year's Jamboree: TD Bank, Sports Time, The Record, Lifesavers Inc., Brian Murphy Esquire, Piggy's Restaurant, Diamond Rock Water, Joel and Company Insurance, and Washington Community Television. Thank you all so very much. Here's our officials. And of course, you are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington.
As you're watching the referees, what they're doing, Larry, they're talking about the first quarter. Are we in the right position? Are we doing? They're doing a beautiful job because you got a lot of speed on both of these teams.
This is the
crazies from St. Joe's.
St. Joe's to our right. And we're looking into the bench, Don Bosco.
How about the defense that Roddy's playing on Mustafa?
So far, Mustafa has not scored.
So far, Don Bosco 4 rebounds, 1 turnover. St. Joe's 7 rebounds, 1 turnover. Griffin had 3 rebounds, Roddy 2. So there you have it. As Bobby Maines gives us some of the special things about. He's the statistician.
Garvey now. Hardy, Hippolyte, Hawkins, and Garvey for St. Joe's. They have the ball. Garvey. Hawkins. Garvey spinning. Harris. No good. Anderson has the rebound. Mustafa.
There he is.
No good. Ellington puts it up. No good, and a foul.
He had 15 points in the last game, a lot of rebounds, so this man can play.
Well, they say about him, he's almost like instant offense when he comes in as the 6th man.
Our sophomore. I'll make him, he's my guard for the football team, a pulling guard. And he makes his first shot.
He's I believe he's a sophomore. He certainly is.
Greg
Marcellus
Toe
Ellington.
will definitely bring him on the football team.
Makes 2.
So the score should be 3rd. Oh, he missed the first one.
So
All right.
it's 14-12. Garvey.
We're going to have a little push
Whistle.
inside.
See what we got here. Gonna have Paul, I think, for a hold.
Number 1, Chris Paul.
It's on number 1.
Harvey calling signals. Roddy is going to check back in. Hippolyte forced to watch again. He's working. Turns around.
Oh!
Oh, almost out. Almost had it in. Paul puts it up and in. We are all tied at 6:41 to go in the half. 14-14. Harris. Garvey has an opening. No good, banging around. Ripped down by Paul. Mustafa.
You're going to see a lot of substitution to keep these legs fresh.
Oh, you got it here. You got it.
We're doing full court, both sides.
Paul brings it back out. Got to go 6-7 men deep today, both teams. It's a big court, wears you out.
About 94, 95 feet.
Doherty looking around. Calling out a signal, defensive signal.
I missed a foul.
Oh, he's complaining about a foul. I'm not sure. It's only got 3, maybe talking about a foul situation.
Well, it's 4-1 in fouls.
Earlington, this should be an interesting, huh? Bryan and Earlington. There was 3 under the basket for St. Joe's and they won.
Griffin won it.
Hawkins with a jump, no good.
That's Griffin.
Miles his way in
That
there.
was a doctor's call by Griffin.
The senior got inside, he got the rebound, and fought a couple of players for the
Had
ball.
a house call.
Yeah, he did well in that one. He went up, used that body, that strength. Roddy knocks the ball away. And
That's a
say
good
it's
call
off.
by the ref, off the foot.
And it came off the foot of Anderson.
We had perfect position, you and I.
Yeah, we could see that, huh? 16-14, St. Joe's leads. Roddy. Griffin. Long, comes to Paul, another rebound. Saves it.
That was a nice job by number 1, Chris Paul, to save that one.
Harper slowly bringing it up, watched by Harris.
So you have a Duke future alumni, football player, a safety, Mr. Harris.
Paul gets up, no good. Again, 3 under the basket for St. Joe's, none for Bosco. Hawkins all the way down, puts it up, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. Hawkins again, stuffed inside.
He was in there with the
By
trees.
Harper. Mustafa shoots.
That's his
Good
first.
for 3. Omar Mustafa, who can shoot. He's been quiet the last game. Had only 5 points in the semifinal.
But he's a big time 3-point shooter.
Oh, he could shoot
for 4
the ball.
years.
Roddy.
And you got to put a hand on Mr. Mustafa.
Garvey. Harris back out to Garvey.
Referee almost had an assist that time out there.
Yeah, it looked like that, huh?
He was ready to take the ball and go the other way.
Garvey. Looking on Harper. Harris. Hawkins brings it back out. We start again.
Oh, you got no hurry. They're trying to let him come in, and then they double team.
There's the space. And he lays it in. They gave him the alley, and he took it. We could see it here and open up, and he took it.
Won by number 4, Chauncey Hawkins.
They overplayed him to his right. He went to his
I
left.
thought they were going to double team him, but they let him go. And when you let him go, he's got that speed. Mustafa's there.
From way
Looks
out.
good.
No good. Roddy with a big rebound.
Oh, they switched. They switched on Roddy, on Mustafa. Roddy was underneath. Oh, look at this one. Downtown. Downtown, baby. 23 feet.
Joe Roddy from downtown makes it 21-17.
That was about a 22-footer.
And it's blocked inside again. St. Joe's is blocking the inside shots, getting the rebounds inside to Brian and knocked out of bounds.
A pickpocket the other way by Mustafa.
Graham Griffin had the ball knocked away.
That's why in this game you got to have fresh legs. Up and down we go.
St. Joe's are blocking the inside shots of Don Bosco, and they're getting the defensive rebounds.
And now Harris is given a little time to replace to get fresh legs for St. Joe's. The defensive back for
Hippolyte is back in, starting 5 are on the floor for St. Joe's. They lead 21-17. They have a little run going here. Hawkins from outside almost brought the crowd to its feet with that three-pointer. Paul with the rebound. And out of bounds. Too high for Mustafa.
How about a position by the referee that time? And Coach Doherty was up. He was ready to help him out once the whistle blew.
1:58 to go in the half, 21-17. St. Joe's leads. Garvey, watched by Paul. Garvey puts it up. No good. Taken down by Harper. Quickly to Paul. Paul gets knocked away again. Harvey's going to may have an easy layup.
Oh, that's
unselfish
unselfish
move.
move.
Takes it back. A nice feed from Hawkins.
An unselfish move by that player.
23-17 with 1 minute and 22 seconds to go.
The chorus by St. Joe's. Oh, this looks good.
Way outside. No good. Missed everything. John, I notice every time Don Bosco shoots, St. Joe's has 3 guys under the basket for the rebounds.
That's good defense.
Garvey slows it down with 53 seconds to go in the half. St. Joe's may hold for the last shot. They lead 23-17.
Remember, they got the 3 big guys in the game, Griffin, Hippolyte, and Ratty, and that's why they can do that. They go underneath to get the rebounds. And they got the 2 speed guys going with the ball.
And Roddy calls a timeout with 35.2 seconds to go, with St. Joe's leading 23-17. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer access cable group from the Township of Washington, bringing you the finals of the 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree. Oh, there's the large crowd, John.
Oh, and you can see the St. Joe's rooters right there. This has been a great game, and you know what? This game, I still say this is going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a 2-point game at the end.
Well, there's Bobby Maines, our statistician, going over everything. There he is. Wave, Bobby. They want you to wave.
Stats.
With Brian Carr next to him. There's Brian. See, Brian knows how to handle the camera.
Well, you got, and now you got the rebound. Don Bosco 12, St. Joe's 13.
Oh, we have to mention, Joe Hauser, the voice of the Jamboree, has a neighbor who watches all our shows from Mawa, Dory Cooper. There he is, Joe Hausman said, this young lady watches our games and
Larry,
loves to watch.
Hold on. I saw that young lady in 1955 not in Asbury Park, in Atlantic City. She was running for Miss New Jersey. Dory Cooper. I cannot believe it. I got to tell my wife when I go home.
Go home and tell your wife.
I will.
Well, we want to thank Dory for watching and saying nice things about us, even though we didn't have to pay her.
You didn't ask me if she won.
Miss Cooper.
She won in my heart.
Hope she's enjoying this first half and the second half. And we got to thank Joe Hausman for give us the name. And a foul. Megan fouls Hawkins. with 21.7 seconds to go.
They were all commenting because he slid with the foot, but he was dribbling. He was practicing a new dance step. Oh, they don't know what's happening right now.
Jalen Mills will come in for Don Bosco.
So, Dory Cooper, I hope you watch this game. We love you.
Garvey, we're at 13 seconds. Garvey has a lane. Throws it out. Garvey.
Nice move.
Inside, stops. Oh, and that ball might have been tipped by Anderson. Mustafa shoots, good if it goes. And it's no good. So the half comes to an end with St. Joe's with a 25-17 lead over Don Bosco Prep in the championship of the 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. Well, we're back here at Fairleigh Dickinson. St. Joe's leads Don Bosco 25-17. The Mickey Corcoran Scholarship is a fund established in the name of the late, great Mickey Corcoran, who was a figure in Bergen County High School sports scene for over 70 years. The Mickey Corcoran Scholarship Fund is a 501c3 nonprofit organization established to recognize male and female high school athletes who embody the characteristic of Coach Mickey Corcoran. The athlete who is awarded the scholarship will have to distinguish him or herself on and off the playing field. Being the best athlete on the team is not a prerequisite to receive this award. The athlete will have to demonstrate respect for teammates, coaches, and officials. He or she will be of high moral character with hard-working ethics, discipline, and a sense of fair play. The recipient will be regarded as coachable by his or her teammates and coaches. The athlete must have conducted some form of community service, either in school or in the local community. Nominations can be submitted through the nominee's high school athletic office. Tax-exempt donations to the fund can be made out to the Bergen County Coach Association. Please note on the memo, the section, please write in Mickey Corcoran Scholarship and send it to the Bergen County Coach Association, care of Mickey Corcoran Scholarship Fund, 235 Airmount Road, Mahwah, New Jersey, 07430.
And now for the first half stats. For the Ironman, with a total of 17 points, Chris Paul had 4 points. Brandon Anderson had 7 points. Manly Dorme had 2 points. Marcellus Earlington had 1 point. And Omar Mustafa had 3 points for a total of 17. For the Green Knights, with a total of 25 points, Joseph Roddy, 3 points. Hippolyte, 2 points. Brian Griffin, 4 points. Chauncey Hawkins, 7 points. Nate Garvey, 9 points, a total of 25. Rebounds, Don Bosco had 12 rebounds. St. Joe's, 13. 4 turnovers, 1 for Don Bosco, 1 for St. Joe's. Paul had 6 rebounds and 3 for Anderson. And now for the proceeds from the Jamboree and the other county tournaments are used to fund 54 scholarships awarded to each of the BCCA member schools. For several years, the BCCA has awarded 27,000 scholarships, largely due to the thousands of fans who support high school tournaments. The scholarship program is named in honor of Lou Lanzalotta, longtime treasurer and executive secretary of the BCCA and multi-sport coach at Paramus High School.
Well, we have about 15 seconds to go. Here we go, John. The Bergen County Coach Association.
You got Chris Brown, president. Robert Pelletier, first vice president. Brian McConnell, second vice president. Howie Conklin, secretary. Ed Scherer, executive secretary. Joe Del Buono, treasurer. And, of course, your committee that makes everything happen. Paul Puglisi and Ed Cromer, co-chairman. Leon Steinberg, Rookie Corcoran. John Ryan, Chris Annabelle, and our friend Tim Curry from Bergenfield, the liaison. And back to the game.
Well, we got that all in 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
Can we speak? Muy presto.
And, of course, we want to say a shout-out to our new friend in Mawa who watches all our games, Dory Cooper. So, Miss Cooper, I hope you enjoyed the second half.
Call us and let us know how you made out in that Miss America pageant for New Jersey back in '55. We love you.
Call John Francola.
Of
He
course.
loves to talk to people. Mustafa inside. Oh, a foul. And a foul as Manly Dorme.
Count the basket.
So Dorme puts it in, huh?
Dorme. And he's not sleeping, Dorme.
He is a junior.
6'6".
6'6" junior with a nice game. He's got a lot of growing, and he will grow into become one great player next year. He has all the tools. Just a matter of just a little bit more playing time.
Well, he'll have that next year.
Oh.
And this year.
Garvey.
Nice move. A little dance step.
I think Don Bosco is going to have to get some more out of Mustafa.
Well, we'll see who they have on him.
He could light it up.
And once he starts hitting, a shooter, when they feel hot, they'll keep shooting.
Roddy.
Look at Roddy.
Knocked around, taken down by Anderson. Around Garvey. There's Mustafa. Rims the basket, no good. Paul with the rebound. Paul back in there, no good. Bouncing around on the ground. Hawkins has.
Oh, what a move by Hawkins.
What a play by Hawkins as bodies all over the place as Garvey brings it up.
That's basketball at its finest right there on defense.
Garvey looking, stops, turns. Hippolyte. You have the two guards, but boy, you got Roddy and Hippolyte.
And Griffin.
And Griffin, not bad. Not a bad squad.
So Don Bosco has beaten St. Joe's twice. 3 is always tough.
Yeah, Paul way outside, no good. Mustafa.
How did Mustafa get a hold of that one?
And Griffin takes it away. And Mustafa's going to get called for the foul.
That was aggressiveness at his best. And he was upset that he didn't get the ball. That was it.
Hawkins bringing it up. Chauncey. They're going to call a walk.
Yeah, he tried to do everything, but too many moves. And a good call by the referee.
Kevin DeVario.
Oh,
That's Kevin DeVario.
well, you know, sometimes you got to put the shirt that wins games. They've only lost 2 games all year. One against Ramapo and the other one against Bergen Catholic.
Paul jumping, no good. Garvey has the bounce to him. Garvey stops. Cross court.
Sound like somebody had a whistle.
That's shut. Going to be out of bounds. Mustafa thought the ball would go out of bounds.
The referee was in the right spot to make that call.
Said the ball was tipped.
And he explained to the young man, but positioning by a referee, great job.
Yeah, the ball was tipped by a Bosco player. I believe it was Anderson.
Yes.
Garvey directing traffic. Bagan watching him. Shake and bake by Garvey. Puts it up and banks it in. He is smooth.
11 points for Mr. Garvey. Nate Garvey, that is.
9-point lead now. Ball banged out of bounds. They're going to call Hippolyte for a foul.
Going to be 2-shot foul, looks like.
Anderson will go to the line.
4-2.
There's 1. 5:09 to go in the third quarter. In front of a real, I would say just about a full house here, John.
A little standing, but definitely a full house.
So Hawkins will bring it up.
Still a 7-point lead for St. Joe's.
Garvey hits from the outside.
Make it 10.
Chauncey Hawkins. So Hawkins hits for 3. 10-point lead now for St. Joe's, the largest lead of the game. There's part of the crowd that's here taking in this game. There we go. Nice crowd.
Well-behaved crowd.
Yeah.
As always.
Sitting very comfortably here at the Stratus Arena. And
Turnover.
Another turnover. As Anderson dribbles the ball out of bounds.
It looked like a bad pass that went out, but hey, 5 turnovers at this point for Don Bosco. Well-played game for both teams.
St. Joseph's playing a little better.
Well,
That's
scoring
right.
better.
Yeah. Defensively, they're making the shots.
The 2 guards are scoring over 10 points each.
There you go. Ball is stolen by Anderson. He should have no good. But Paul is there to cover it up.
Picked up a few change and made the basket.
So Paul lays it up following the play. Hawkins coming down.
That was a great play by Hawkins, but he couldn't get the ball on that defense. And you always, when you get the piece of change, you got to make it and get a basket.
Oh, yeah. Hippolyte high. Cross court. Hawkins driving in, puts it up again, and in.
Get a rebound.
I tell you what, if the ball came off the rim, Griffin was there to put it back in for St. Joe's. He had great position.
That was Griffin?
That was Hawkins.
Hawkins, yeah, that's what it said, yeah. I had Hawkins, yes.
Blocked away by Griffin. What a play. Hawkins all the way down, and a foul by Mustafa. Doherty talking to some of his coaches.
Well, that's his assistant, Dan Davies. I know him for a long time. So
Harris.
Garvey for 2.
Charles Harris wants to report in. Harper was going to report in for Don Bosco. Harris going to report in for St. Joe's. As Garvey hits.
4 blocks by Griffin.
11-point lead now for St. Joe's. That's the largest lead of the game for St. Joe's. They've led throughout the game.
At the end of the first quarter was 11, looks like 14-11.
St. Joe's Bosco may have led 2-0, but that's about it. Just maybe the first minute
now
or so.
You got a 12-point lead.
That ain't dope. 12-point lead now. Bosco's going to have to play a lot better defense and start making these shots.
That's going to be Hippolyte's 3rd foul, I believe.
And Griffin's going to come in, and I think Hippolyte's going to sit down.
It is his 3rd.
Paul makes the first one. And Hippolyte will sit down, and Griffin will come in.
So Chris Paul is the son of Jermaine Paul, the singer. What a beautiful song, the Star Spangled Banner, sung by him.
Did a nice job, yeah. So
Made
Paul
2.
And makes another 2. Comes Garvey down, watched by Paul. Roddy, Harper's on him. Paul, Garvey, backs it up now.
Look at him moving.
Hawkins moving.
Both guards, great movement. Both team really.
Paul gets knocked away. I think it was lost more than knocked away. And Harper lays it in. So Ronald Harper bangs it in. It's 36-28.
Roddy tried to go with the ball behind his back.
And just lost control of it, yep.
And Harper went home with it.
Harris. Garvey wants it and hits.
2.
Tough player. Got a great shot and a quick shot.
15 points for Garvey.
Wow. So Harper inside Earlington. No good.
That was outstanding defense
Griffin
by
played
Griffin.
great defense. He played that very well. We're under 1:30 in the 3rd. Harris, Garvey, Paul. Hawkins. And a foul. They're going to call Anderson for a foul.
Could be 3. Let's see.
Two
Only
shots.
2.
So Hawkins will go to the line for 2. 107 could put St. Joe's up by 12 if he hits both of them.
And wanted to keep was for the guards to score over 10 points each. And right now they're both past that.
Well, the guards are playing up to expectation here.
15 for Garvey and 14 for Hawkins.
And everybody else scored 11 points.
That's good
To
math.
We said the 2 guards with some assists from up front. They're getting defense from up front. Harper. Earlington for 3. Whoa! Way down court. Marcellus Earlington for 3.
The sophomore. What
Nice.
a player he's going to be. He is already.
Oh, my.
Had 15 in the semis against Teaneck.
Remember that name. next year.
Oh, without a doubt.
Roddy drives the lane and gets it in. Anderson brings it up at 30 seconds to go.
Oh,
Going to call a foul on St. Joe's. They're going to call a foul on. I didn't see what the foul was. Who was the foul?
I didn't. I missed the foul. I was looking at the motion. What was all that about? What was all that about?
I have no idea.
He threw the ball through his legs. And then they threw it back. Then he threw it back to the ref. That's a technical. You can't do that.
Let's see what the explanation is going to be here. Well, he said okay. Now he said okay.
Yeah, it was a technical by taking the ball and throwing it through the other player's leg by a player.
So Mustafa will go to line for 3. Makes the first one. We have 27 seconds to go. It's a 10-point game.
But should be 2 fouls, 2 shots.
That's 2 shots.
That's it. No, 2 shots.
Now Don
Only
Bosco
2.
will get the ball.
It's 2 shots and a ball.
So it's a 9-point lead now for St. Joe's. Harp will throw it in right near me.
Those are the things that happen. That coaches lose hair or some grow hair. And Coach Doherty was growing a few.
Mustafa backs up.
Oh, look, with the arm.
Mustafa lays it up and in, underhand. So Mustafa scores 2 points, makes it a 42-35 game. Oh, jumper, no good, banging around. And a whistle, the horn goes off. And it's 35-42. St. Joe's leads Don Bosco as we play 3 full quarters here at FDU. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. High school basketball on WCTV can be seen on our internet, WCTV.us. And you go to YouTube and click the link there and have all our games there. So go to WCTV.us. When it comes up, click down to YouTube and all the games that we have covered. There'll be 11 by 11 o'clock tonight, 11 by 11. All our games that we cover for the Jamboree will be on the internet. These are the cheerleaders for St. Joe's. So 8 minutes to go in the Jamboree. That began way back with our preview show on January 29th. And 8 minutes to go. If we don't go into overtime, the 60th Jamboree will be part of history. These are the 23 teams that was seeded on the 27th of January, Wednesday night. The teams highlighted are 2 teams left. Ramapo was 1, Bosco was 2, Tina Katrina, of course, St. Joe was 4, and you can see the rest how they played out. And the 23 teams started on the 30th of January in the first round. And we have gone through the entire month of February, almost the entire month of February, and we have just about 8 minutes from completing this year's Jamboree. February does go fast.
Absolutely.
And it's not a short month this year.
Well, we have 8 minutes to go in this outstanding game. Who will be the winner?
Garvey from way downfield.
Count it! Not 1, but 2, but 3.
If you can't give him any room, you got to be on top of him, John.
18 points.
10-point game. 45-35.
And an answer.
He banks 3 in. So it's 45-38. Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be some ride. Well, you know, we were talking earlier before of all the games that were played from the 29th to 30th of January. Most of them have been close games. Only been very few.
Oh!
He tried everything. He's just got the rim. And a foul.
They called the foul right there. How about that shot of Mustafa? It went boom, 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 out. And you can watch him go. He's warming up right now with 7. They need him right now. Full court press.
Paul, Garvey's going to bring it down.
Now they count.
Garvey. Paul's on him. Roddy, in.
What an assist.
He was just standing there, got the rebound, got the pass, and laid it up.
Assist to Griffin.
Griffin with the layup.
Roddy with the
Roddy
layup.
with the layup, yeah. Ball gets knocked away. Up here to Hawkins, front of the... And fouled, but that's a good foul. As Paul saved 2 points.
They were looking for a technical, but it will not be a technical. Be 2 shots.
Yeah, just 2 shots. He did a good job by knocking the ball, and he made a mistake. He ran into the crowd over there, St. Joe's players.
So a timeout.
So we have a timeout here with 6 minutes and 24 seconds to go. St. Joe's leads Don Bosco Prep 47-38. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. The Bergen County Coach Association and the Jamboree Committee would like to thank the staff of the athletic department of Fairleigh Dickinson University for hosting the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and tonight's championship game. And a special thanks from WCTV to Sean Morrison for storing all of equipment in his office. And to the staff here, they did a wonderful job. Kathy and Jeff, they did a wonderful job in helping us here at WCTV in getting our games on and helping us with our equipment.
Well, they just put a fence up. They built a wall, and it's not...
They put a fence there, not a wall.
They're building a wall in the Stratus Arena. Chris Christie ordered the... Well, Chris Christie is the one who's pushing Donald Trump. He's now in charge. They want a fence. They're going to practice at the Stratus Arena.
6 minutes and 24 seconds to go, 47-38. Chauncey missed the first one. He'll have another one.
What a game.
And Hawkins, the junior, hits 1 out of 2 to get it back to a 10-point St.
He's got
Joe's.
15 points, Larry. And his partner's got 18.
There you go.
You can't count out Don Bosco, though. They got some shooters.
There's one right there.
There's another one right there, Anderson. And then, of course, you got Paul on the outside.
I'll keep an eye on the score.
And this guy's got 2. Oh.
No good. Roddy with the big rebound. Hands to Garvey. We're under 6 minutes to go in the game. 1 against 1. Paul and Garvey. And a whistle.
They got a foul.
Yeah, foul on Don Bosco Prep.
On number 22, Earlington.
Marcellus Earlington, his second personal foul, 16 foul.
So that's 6 foul on Don
Earlington
Bosco.
with the rebound. He's fighting. And they may call a foul on Roddy, I think. Let's see, no.
Personal foul was called on St. Joe's. Number 1.
Oh, that was on Garvey, I beg your pardon.
That is Garvey's
So Garvey with the foul.
Number 3.
16 foul. 3 personals on
And a whistle on the far end. Another penalty, another foul.
There was a foul.
So Mustafa will go to the line.
So it's going to be 1-1.
Mustafa hits the first one. Mustafa, boy, he's having a hard time shooting the ball.
Oh, he's got 8 points. That's his first foul shot he missed.
He's rimmed the basket a couple of times tonight.
Yeah.
9-point lead. Hawkins. Ronnie. Garvey looking.
Well, you got to make sure you make a move forward. You'll see the
slip.
See the McCowney, that's 2.
Ball gets bounced around. Comes back to Hawkins. People I want to change his mind. Spinning, turns, jumps.
Oh, what a play!
What a nice spinning move by Hippolyte. Isaiah Hippolyte makes it an 11-point game. We're under 5 minutes. Now the clock really becomes an ally of St. Joe's. Inside, early, no good, and they're going to call a foul. Could be Griffin. It is Brian Griffin. There's your time and score with St. Joe's, the visitors. Doherty can't believe it. Pleading his case, pleading his case.
8 points for Arlington. Make it 9.
So it's a 50-41 game with 4:23 to go. 9 points.
You're going to go full court right now, for sure.
Hawkins has. Watched by Anderson. Goes all the way and gets the rim.
He's so quick.
John, the guards are taking over here for St. Joe's. They're playing outstanding. If they're not scoring, they're feeding.
18 points and 17 points.
Anderson, no good.
And a rebound.
Here comes to Garvey, and they're going to say out of bounds. And the ball will go back to St. Joe's with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go. An 11-point lead. And Don Bosco will call timeout. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. The Bergen County Jamboree high school basketball games will air throughout March on the channel and system you are watching. If you are watching this on Cablevision or Verizon and you want to check out all the games, they are on our website at www.wctv.us. You go to that website, click down to the YouTube link, and all our games are there for you to enjoy. Tony Carson, the athletic director, former head football coach, historic head football coach at St. Joe's. To our right. In the crowd with the student body. There he is.
Oh, he's going to control him.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's part of the heated part of the game.
Ball got knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say Roddy's got to plug it back in again.
It was knocked off by Don Bosco.
Yeah, I think early.
And it's called.
Number 24.
What are they calling, a foul?
Foul on number 24.
Harper's the foul? I didn't see the foul, to tell you the truth, to be honest with you.
It was.
Going to the free throw line for one of the order shot. Number 23, Isaac Hippolyte.
So Hippolyte will go to the line.
1+1.
Makes the first one.
Played a great game.
Makes it a 12-point game. St. Joseph's played a perfect game tonight.
Hippolyte rebounding, making the plays. He's got 7. Make it 8.
Make it 8. And they 8 good points along with Roddy's points. There's your score, 54 to 41. St. Joseph's, good defense. Now Bosco's got to start putting them up. Rims the basket, no good. Hawkins down the middle. Puts it up, no good. Anderson coming down the other way. Mustafa wants 3, no good, batting around. Hippolyte has it and a whistle. With 3:28 to go. Here comes some more wall to be put up.
The wall is going up, and you know who's paying for it? Mexico.
More walls are going up.
9 for Griffin, rebound. Mexico. All right.
Hippolyte hits another one.
Hippolyte.
St. Joseph's keeps pulling away here. 55-41. Bosco's been stuck on 41 for some time.
The wall is growing. We're at Texas. We're getting close to Louisiana.
Anderson. It's a robber. And you think there's no wall, huh?
Oh.
Harper lays it in. 55-43. Hawkins. No good. That was by Griffin. And Anderson. Stops, puts it up, tries to bank it, no good. Comes down. Garvey puts it up, no good, and he's going to be fouled. Harper with the foul with 2:53 to go. 12-point lead for St. Joe's.
He'll be shooting 2 right here.
Makes the first one. And Doherty for St. Joe's calls a timeout with 2:53 to go, 57-43. Gives us a chance here to thank everyone for this wonderful tournament that started with our preview show back on January 29th when Paul Pugliese and Ed Crowmer and Leon Steinberg came to WCTV and previewed this wonderful tournament on our station. The following day, the first round opened up at Bergen Field, Old Tappan, and Bergen Catholic. Tom Curry, Tom Cashel, and Jack McGovern are the ADs there. We want to thank them for their wonderful support. Then they went to Northern Highlands for the second round and Tenafly. We covered the Northern Highlands game with Bob Williams, the AD, and that wonderful staff that always takes care of us when we go up there once a year in early February. And then finally we came here, and we already mentioned FDU and the staff here, Shore Morrison and his wonderful staff for the quarters, semis, and finals here. And of course, we can't thank enough for inviting us, the Jamboree Committee, Paul Pugliese and Ed Crowmer, the co-chairman, Leon Steinberg, John Ryan, Rookie Corcoran, Chris Annabelle, and our friend Tom Curry, the BCCA liaison. Thank you so much for inviting us again to cover this wonderful, wonderful tournament. To everyone involved here, from all of us at WCTV, all we can say is a heartfelt thank you.
So we're back to 2:53 in the game. 14-point lead as another wall has been built on the left. We got wall to the left, wall to the right.
As Paul brings it up and meets a wall of defenders in the key.
Everybody's in the game, Larry.
Oh, yeah. Everybody stayed. Earlington. No good. Again, Earlington. Knocked away by Griffin. Woo.
Oh.
And a foul on Griffin. 2:36 to go. And again, we want to congratulate Kevin DeVerio for winning the, well, not winning, but being awarded the Bollman Trophy for his outstanding contribution to high school basketball. And of course, our #1 fan during the Jamboree, Miss Dory Cooper from Mahwah, New Jersey, a dear friend of our dear friend, Joe Hausman. Bounce ground, no good. Rebound by Hippolyte, off to Garvey.
You know they're going to double team.
Griffin, Roddy. He plays a great game very quietly. And then you look up and you see what he does. Anderson from downtown 3. Makes it 59-47 and a whistle on the court. Roddy with the foul. It's a 12-point lead, John, with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game.
And they got to play defense right now. Try for the steal. You're going to put them on the line.
And the cheerleaders from St. Joe's. And a lot to cheer tonight. All positive.
Hippolyte on the line.
You know, John, at 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go, nobody's left this game.
Game is still a question.
Hippolyte hits one. Makes it a 13-point lead with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go.
This young man has done well on the line. I jinxed him.
That ball went all the way around and back.
Yeah.
Paul comes to Mustafa. Anderson.
That was a nice move.
Back, no good. Hopper, yes. Hopper in there. And fouled as he comes flying out.
That's what you can't do in this situation.
Dormy is going to come in for Don Bosco Prep. There's Harper. Dormy's coming in, and Earlington will sit down.
What a game this young man has played in. He now has 10 points, the sophomore.
Harper hits, makes a three-pointer. Bagan's in, and Harper will sit down. Looks like the starting lineups for both teams here, John, the last minute and 48 seconds. And a timeout by Roddy.
And he's also very intelligent with basketball.
You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. All right, we're ready with 1:48 to go. So the players are back on the court. Garvey, Hawkins, Griffin, Hippolyte.
Should be the starters.
And Hook and Garvey.
Yep.
Roddy will push it in. Gets it in. Nice move.
2-on-1. You got to bring back.
Hawkins will back it up. And fouled by Bacon. Time now is of the essence for St. Joe's. 1 minute, 42 seconds. They're up by 10. Don Bosco Prep has got to foul them, hope that they don't make the shots.
Remember last time against Pascack Hills? They put them on a line. They went 12 for 12 in the fourth quarter. We'll be shooting 2.
Misses the first one.
But sometimes the legs.
Arlington and Foster are in. Bacon and Ome is out. Don Bosco Prep.
1 for 2.
Eyes
of blue.
11-point lead.
And that was big, making at least a 1.
Anderson has a lane, pushes it out to Mustafa. Mustafa puts it up, no good, bang it up, and put up by Arlington. And Foster fouls Hawkins. Arlington, there he is, Marcellus Arlington.
What a game. Young man just keeps on playing, the sophomore. He still should be a pulling guard. 2 shots.
Hawkins hits the first.
And remember, what all coaches do, Larry, at the end of practice, you get on the line. If you don't make it, you run gassers. This is what makes team win.
Got to make sure you make them.
Oh, yeah,
shots.
now you run.
1:23 to go. Anderson, 11-point lead for St. Joe's. We have a whistle.
There was a push. Let's see, he called timeout.
I think there's a timeout on the court.
I guess he called it just in case because there was a push.
There's a timeout. Well, it gives me a chance now to thank everybody from WCTV for all the work they've done in covering over the last month. We have people behind the scenes. Here's Nick Besink. We got to make sure. Come on, Nick, turn around. There he is.
There he
Nick.
is.
I got his name wrong last week. Boy, I had to practice all the way home. It's Nick Besink, right? I got it right. Very good. Thank you, Nick. Here's Emily on the top. Thank you very much, Emily. Shooting way up there. Let's see who else we have. Gotta find Ricky somewhere. There's Ricky Wojcicki, our technical director. What he did at Northern Highlands, John and I still don't know how he did it. We covered those games. We shouldn't tell you, but he covered all those games with 4 cameras and 1 cameraman.
Did a great job.
What a job. And Ida is behind the desk. There she is with a Jamboree shirt that Paul Puglisi gave her. And she loves it. It's one of her favorite all-time, I guess, sweater shirts. And of course, Lou Serbio, who couldn't make it tonight, who worked with us on every game except tonight. Tonight he just couldn't be here. And we want to thank Lou for coming up from South Jersey to work with us.
About 100 miles away.
Oh, he's down there. And a foul.
So number 22 will get 2 shots.
With 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. So we want to thank everybody from WCTV, and the truth be told, without them, none of these games would get on. And remember, as Arlington hits and Bacon comes in, all of us here are all volunteers. When I say we are WCTV, the all-volunteer group, we are all volunteers doing this for the love of the game. We'll get a shot at the table here. We get John, myself, Bobby Maines. We can't forget Bobby Maines. And a whistle.
And a foul.
Well, here we are. There's Bobby Maines. Bob wave. Bob's doing our stats. Bobby puts all the wires down to make sure that we are safe. He's here 4 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game. So I want to thank you very much for all the work you've done for the Jamboree. And way at the end is Brian Carr, photographer extraordinaire, his family, friends, Want to see him? Here you are. You're on TV. Brian shoots all the major sporting events in Bergen County. You'll see him football, basketball, baseball, soccer, hockey, tiddlywinks. If it's there, he's there shooting it. Brian's a good man.
And Hippolyte.
So Hippolyte hits two, makes it 65-53 with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. We had to say thank you to everyone. That's just
6 out of 7, Larry, from the line by Hippolyte in the fourth quarter.
Anderson's going to be short. Roddy with a big rebound and a foul with 57 seconds to go.
Well, the Green Knights, they're feeling a championship, Larry.
So St. Joe's is 57 seconds away from winning a championship here, the Jamboree Championship. The last time they won was in 2005. They've had a few runs in the semifinals, but have not won. But this year...
But this will be a special one, Larry, because they beat Bergen Catholic coming in.
And they beat Don Bosco.
And they beat Don Bosco.
St. Joe's defeated Paramus Catholic back in 2005, 56-36. No good. Paul up, no good. The story of Don Bosco, no good on the shots when they get up. The ball just didn't fall. So St. Joe's will win for the first time since 2005.
Another foul.
So this is going to be very sweet going back to Montville.
Oh, absolutely.
They do have a good team, and you know what, John? They'll be a team to challenge next year with the juniors they have on this team.
So Anderson misses it.
So Bacon and Dome will come in. Forster and Earlington will sit down.
Well, now you got to make sure everybody gets the opportunity to play in this game. Missed two.
And he never misses. And he misses two.
That's when you have tired legs.
Roddy has. And Mustafa will foul.
So Roddy will go for two. And the same setup is starting to show up in the fourth quarter as St. Joe's makes the foul shot.
So the 60th Jamboree is 36.9 seconds away from history books. As Roddy makes another one, goes to 69 points here, Johnny. If he makes this, St. Joe's will score 70 points in a Jamboree.
Against a very good team.
An excellent team.
Only 2 losses. But it's so tough to beat a team 3 times in a season.
That's it. Don Bosco setting in there.
Chauncey Hawkins is out of the game.
And everybody from St. Joe's is out.
20 points for Hawkins.
So both coaches have emptied their benches with 36 seconds to go. Paul is still in for Don Bosco. Paul puts it up, and he's fouled. And Doherty's saying, Coach Doherty said, what are you fouling for?
Like a little puppy, like a little puppy. What are you doing? You know, some great stats. Rebound 28 for Don Bosco, 29 for St. Joe's. Griffin's had 10 rebounds and 6 for Radin.
There you go. He'll tell you the rebounds.
28-27 rebound.
Wow, close, huh?
Oh, it's been a close game.
$20 seconds to go. Garvey's still in.
I think he's going for some scoring 1,000 points.
10 seconds to go. St. Joe's will hold it. They will win. Harris rolls it around, and that is it. The Green Knights have defeated Don Bosco Prep 69 to 54. They had the game from the first minute, and they played outstanding offense, defense, rebounding. They took timely shots. Just a great game, and they defeated a very good Don Bosco team. So, this game is in the books. And St. Joe's with a comfortable win. Wins the 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree. John is ready with the stats.
For Don Bosco with total of 54 points. Chris Paul had 8. Brandon Anderson 12. Manly Dorme 6. Marcel Erlington, you'll be hearing from him, 13. Harper 7. Mustafa 8 for a total of 54. For the Green Knights, the championship Green Knights. 20 for Garvey, 20 for Hawkins, as I'm losing my voice. 4 for Griffin, 12 for Hippolyte, 13 for Ratty, for a total of 69 points and a win.
And an assist for the Wall.
Walls on both sides.
We are going to stay on here and wait for the handing out of the trophies, John, and just an outstanding performance by St. Joe's over this last month, playing outstanding basketball and knocking off Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco, Pascack Hills to get here. They played a near perfect game here.
Well, they had lost twice to Don Bosco. They lost at home 50-49 when they had the ball and they just didn't execute. Then they got beat 62-51. So this was the third game. And it's always tough to win 3 from a team.
Sure is. And Garvey, I think Garvey is going to be the MVP for us at WCTV. But I'm not.
I would put both of them.
Harvey and Hawkins is now. Well, we said at the outset, you have Hawkins and Harvey, the 2 guards. Who will play better? What pair will play better and carry their team?
They scored 40 points out of 69.
There you go.
At 60%. And then your 2 big guys, Hippolyte had 12, Roddy had 13, and Griffin, a lot of rebounds, had 4. Here's your trophies.
These are the trophies that are coming out.
And we'll see who gets the MVP.
They're going to hand out trophies to each player, I believe. We're waiting for Paul Blue. We're waiting for Paul Publis.
So everybody will be getting a trophy here.
And they called the names of the kids out. Almonte was the first one. I'll try to pick the names up.
Well, it's going to be tough because you can't see the numbers, Larry.
Yeah, I know.
Number 15,
Well, 15 we see. And number 15 is
Tristan Plessia.
Plessia, a senior. Number
This
14,
is Alex Lukman.
a junior.
Number
He's a
2 is
sophomore.
Amani Ogomayako. Oba Michael.
Not bad.
Not bad, huh?
And number 1 is, no, that's not number
That's
1.
0,
That's
Stephen
0.
Goodwin.
That's Stephen Goodwin. Somebody's sneezing. And that was Forster.
That's Forster that came out. This is Anthony Apollotti.
Napolito, I believe, but that's all right. Who's count?
This is Isaiah Charles. That's Plessia.
That was Plessia.
Number 15.
Harvey.
This is Dorian Harvey, number 12.
He was hurt early in the semifinals.
This is Giles Harris.
Duke.
This is
Hippolyte.
Played a great game. Isaiah Hippolyte.
Great foul shooter.
Here's Chauncey Hawkins.
He'll be back next year. He had 20.
Here's Brian Griffin. He played well under the boards.
13 points
Joe
with 4 foul shots, Larry.
He did very well.
4 for 4.
Here's Nate Garvey.
Here's your MVP, I believe.
And now they're going to hand out the trophy
MVP.
to the head coach. And he's going to send out his players to pick it up.
Let's see who's going out. Well, some of the players are taking
Griffin
the
is
team
taking
trophy.
it. So Griffin came out with a bunch of the other players, picked it up, and they'll take that back to St. Joe's where they'll put it in their trophy case to go with a lot more trophies. So for the first time since 2005, St. Joe's wins the Jamboree.
And that's our 22nd final game. A successful game by the St. Joe's Green Knights. But I'll tell you what, a great game by Don Bosco.
Sure did. So that's it. The 2016 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree come to an end. And we have a new champion, St. Joe's Green Knights, 69-54 Don Bosco Prep. Well, I want to thank everybody again for all the support they've given us. Everybody here at the Rothman Center, the I-6 Arena, Sean Morrison, and that wonderful, what'd I say? I said, John's got me thinking of war, the Stratus Arena. And we want to thank you. Thanks so many people for all the help they've given us here at the Stratus Arena. So for the entire gang at WCTV and to our dear friend in Marwar, Dory Cooper, this is Larry the Fury for John Francola.
One more time, Dory, we love you.
And we will say goodnight from the Stratus Arena at the Rothman Center on the campus of Fairleigh Dickinson University. Again, St. Joe's is the champion, beating Don Bosco 69-54. Good night, everybody.